I'm in here in the room that will be my office, and I'm sitting in the chair that I'll be using in here. This is the one I made the coasters for, to protect the floor from these office chair feet and also to keep it from moving around. Something I don't want it to do is bang into the wall behind me and mark that up. I want it to stay exactly where it is because I want the desk to move to me. Now I'm thinking what I want to do is I want to design the desk to suit exactly what I'm going to be doing here. Now basically in here I'm going to be editing video mostly, and I'll also be doing some SketchUp work, working on plans and whatnot. But both of those basically boil down to the same thing. I'll need the keyboard in front of me here like this. In my old arrangement, I had the keyboard loose and I could put it on my lap, or actually I put it here on my Apple belly and use that. I'm not a big keyboard typing type guy anyway, but I want the keyboard right in front of me, pretty much very close so that my arms go down. They're comfortable, but they're upwards on an angle a little bit, so the keyboard would be here and slope down. I don't want it flat. I can feel that would be, because I'm always holding it on an angle actually when I'm using it. Because I only use the keyboard with this hand here, I hold it with the other one. So maybe I'll learn how to type in this arrangement. So the keyboard is here, and then the mouse, I have a special setup where I've got this thing that's actually screwed onto my living room end table that I made a long time ago, and it's cushioned underneath my arm here, and then there's a mouse pad here. So I'm thinking that it could be straight across here on an angle, and then that would carry on down here for the place for my mouse to be. So I want to get some measurements, basically. I want to know the minimum. I also, the other thing I don't like about this, I like how reclined I am in this chair, but I don't like how high it is off the floor. Now I could have changed that. I could have taken the wheels off, of course, and lowered it down, but I didn't want to destroy the chair, or I didn't want to take the casters off the chair, mainly because I would take the casters and if I put them away, I'd be too tempted to say, you know what, you're not ever going to use those again, use them for something else. And this was an expensive chair, about, I don't know, 12 years ago. And I've rarely used it actually, but I want to keep it in good shape, just in case I want to get rid of it, give it away or whatever. I prefer to keep it in stock condition. So I want to have something to put my feet up on that's a little bit elevated off the floor. Not much, just to raise them up a little bit. I find that a little bit more comfortable. So I'm thinking something like 4 inches or maybe even 5 inches. And specifically what I'm thinking is a shelf across the bottom that's also angled, so that when I put my feet up on it, they're at a slight angle as well. So it feels more ergonomic or comfortable. And I can also use that to position the desk, because the desk itself will be on casters that'll move around, and you know, the chair stays in one place, the desk moves out of the way for me to get out. So back to the measuring tape. I think that my arm right here is in the most comfortable position. I'm thinking pad here, same as I had it before, and then mouse here, and that height looks good. So where the keyboard would be about 27 inches from the bottom there. And then it would slope up, I think, over maybe 8 inches. The keyboard's not that big. So from 27, I'm thinking up to 30 inches for the top. And that looks right. That looks like the right angle. I'm trying to envision it with the measuring tape here. Now the monitors, I have 2 monitors. I've got one bigger one, that's 4K, and that'll be, I want that pretty much centered right on the thing where I am. The other one can be over to one side. I only use that for the video editing. It's for stuff that, you know, I prefer not to put on that screen. I have dual display. I might as well use it and take advantage of the the other monitor over there. But like I say, it doesn't have to be right in front of me, but I want the monitor as close to me as I possibly can. So the keyboard is here. I see maybe a step up that will go up to maybe 32 or maybe 33. And then the monitors would sit on top of that. Now the monitors are on arms that lift them lower, so that's adjustable. The other thing I've got to think about are the speakers that I have there. Neither one of the monitors that I have has built-in speakers, so I have to use the ones that I bought especially for that. So they got to fit in there as well. As for the computer itself, I'm thinking since the other monitor is over here, the desk is going to have to be at least this long. So I'll put the computer down underneath that monitor on a shelf. And that way I can arrange a power bar, and the power bar will power everything, the two monitors, computer, anything else, the speakers, whatever. So keep it all simple, keep the space here in the middle so that my knees can go through, that shelf across the bottom that's sloped, and I think that's about it. I think I'm ready to start actually designing it in SketchUp now. That's where I'm going to start with things. It's good to sit down and draw it out on paper or SketchUp, but if you're wrong about the heights, it's not going to work out.